Hello, this is Pyle from SiteWyz, and today's episode is of SiteWyz Dailies on the topic of how to rank for medium to high competitive search terms. So I put how to rank for weight loss in the title, but of course, if I'll just come up now with the 10 simple steps how to rank for weight loss, nothing is going to be true. They're not 10, they're not simple, and truth is you can't really rank for weight loss. So, well, of course, what it means you can rank for weight loss. If you're starting to rank in the site, you should not be targeting weight loss. If you put all of your energy with the new site ranking for weight loss, so you're very unlikely to achieve good results. So let's take the more reasonable scenario. So you work with a local client, of course you can do affiliate site, you can rank any of your sites, but I will use local client example, Chicago Dentist. Chicago Dentist, you get in touch, you made a pitch, and you showed them what results they will get once they achieve the SEO excellence, so like being in the first page for lots of competitive keywords. And now you need to set up a process. First of all, the situation is different from what it was 8 or more years ago. When you approach the local client, you don't need to any longer convince them they have to be found on the internet. It's not something that you need to educate them to say that search can bring them more leads than a newspaper. Everyone knows this now, that you can make this part short because they will assume that you're telling them something they know for a long time. But how to approach this? Of course, the drawback of that, every dentist knows that what they need to have on the internet is they believe that they have to be found for the search terms that would be rather end result of the process, not the beginning. So if Chicago Dentist asks you to rank for Chicago Dentist, it means that eventually, in the long run, this is the ultimate goal of you to rank for Chicago Dentist, because this is the most competitive combination of the keywords for his specific niche and for his location. Whatever keywords you agree to work on, so you have to forget about those keywords at the beginning of the process. And I'll explain. Let's go search for Chicago Dentist. I did search, and this is a list from Toronto. Shows that after a couple of Yelp listings, there's a lucky Chicago Dentist that is ranking high on the on the page number 1. So I go to the site. It's a very well done site, but that's not why they are ranking high. They have blogs, they have services, docs, so like it's very visitor friendly site, but again, this is not why they're ranking high. So if I do search for the number of index pages, I see that I have 285 index pages. That's not extremely high, not low. So they have blog, they do posts. So what's the secret? So if I go to SEMrush and search for this specific domain, we can see that site is ranking for over 1,200 organic keywords. 1,200 keywords, and if I look at the full report, they will be, without few exceptions, if any, very relevant to the dental niche. So it could be high volume search, low volume search, they could be ranking high, could be ranking low. As far of the process, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter how high the volume of the search. Of course it does, but this is the secondary. Primary is number of relevant keywords Google believes that this site is authoritative for. Let's say if we go no local, so like of course local keywords, but non-abrasive toothpaste. First page. Like it's just very not specific for Chicago, but it's dental keyword, and this site is ranking high. So I'm pretty sure if I go to low volume keywords, like say veneer advantages and disadvantages, it's low volume. A lot of people say, hey, there's no point in ranking for this. But the goal is not to rank for the high volume keyword. The goal is to have dozens, hundreds, or thousands of very relevant keywords to rank for. If you rank, I would even say that if you rank for 1,000 dental keywords, you most likely will be automatically, without effort, rank for lots of highly competitive dental keywords. And opposite also true. You can take automotive site, you can create one page about dentistry, and you try to rank the specific page for one specific keyword. Like, of course you can do this, but it will be like times and times and times harder. Why? Because the overall domain has no authority in the dental niche. So you can rank it for random niche keyword, but there's no way you can rank one specific page in a domain that has completely no relevancy to the niche. Pretty fairly high. So now looking back to the example, so you have a site for your client, and this is dentist, and you look at the how many keywords they're ranking for, and you see that just like barely any random. So what's your step? So you need to design a plan, develop a plan to rank for 100, 200, 300, 500, and growing up number of keywords that combined will bring you eventually traffic that will be as high as with the specific example. So the guy enjoys 4K of traffic, and of course including very long term, because the longer keyword, the less probability, the less volume of this, the less probability that those tools will estimate properly the cost of the traffic. And having to ranking for the 100 of low volume keywords is not obviously as bad compared to ranking for one high volume keyword. It's because all of the estimation tools are getting more and more inaccurate as it goes down to the long-term keywords, where like they hard to estimate the volume. Now look into Majestic Data. So we'll look at the referral domains. Let's see how many in the top 30 by number of backlinks, by the value. Like this is the aggregated value of the domain. Look how many domains, even by name, are in the dental niche. But again, it's not the domain itself. It's not the name of the domain. I just kind of pick it up because it just suggests that it's dental. If I go to dental town and look at the number of organic keywords, it's 23,000. And if I look at the full report, they're all primarily dental keywords. So not only those guys are ranking high because they have tons of long tail keywords ranking in the dental niche. They also have backlinks from the site that is also highly authoritative in the dental niche. Not specific URL, not specific link, not the Majestic cross flow, but aggregated number of keywords this site is ranking for based on the Google's and again, so this is like SEMrush is again not Google, but that's I kind of want to shift focus on the relevancy of the content, relevancy of the aggregated authority in the niche, the way I see the Google probably sees this. So you need to build up the domain authority in the niche. You need to post lots of pages. Let's say if you're targeting first month 100 keywords, pick the 100 keywords you can rank for. 100 low competitive, like the zero competition keywords, but rank for them. And will be if you report, and we're working on the providing the report on this. If you manage to rank for 100 keywords in the first month, it will help you to define the process. It will help you to define the steps you do, and might be just something you need to refine that you'll take it to the next month and do 200, 300. So then you can see the automatic summarization of the keywords into higher competitive keywords. Of course, I'm leaving aside on-site SEO. So I know if anyone argues that it's not as simple without on-site, of course, you need to do silo, you need to do categories, you need to do highly authoritative pages versus low authoritative pages. So I'm gonna do a separate video on the smart redirects of the pages that once they rank in needs to be redirected to the silo. Silo is a link to the higher authoritative page, but redirect is a very effective twist of this strategy, when instead of just ranking page high and creating a link to the high authority page on the side, let's say you do a very long-term page and they say, hey, those 10 pages are linking to the category page. This is classical silo. How about if you redirect those 10 pages to the page that is you want to be a high authoritative page? Think about this. Smart redirects, this is the new feature that's coming in SiteWyz. So you can redirect set of pages based on the rules, and I strongly believe that I have evidence that once you redirect ranking pages, so you redirect authority from the Google Eyes to the pages that you want to aggregate. Do you want to prove? Look at the site again, where it is 285 pages. Look at the Majestic. They have 835 indexed URLs. So there are two ways. Either this site has about 600 pages that are not indexed, and I hardly kind of doubt this, or they gradually remove the pages, long tail keywords pages, and redirect them to the pages that have higher authority. Anyway, that's the video. This is the steps again. So like it's not practical. It's more theoretical of how to approach. So RankWyz has topic-based content building. So you can extract 100 keywords you want to rank for. You want to create 100 topics in the content mill. You can add 100 keywords in Rank Tracker to track your keywords. You can see the progress. You can expand it further and further. You can use smart redirects of redirecting your ranking pages to the higher authority pages. You need to build up authority of the site in the niche. After all, this is your goal. If you start working with the client who has like 5 organic keywords ranking for, so you end of the year you might target like several hundred. And that will be a realistic goal. You can achieve it by working day by day rather than focusing on top 10, which might or might not you get after working a year on the project. You look at the site like this, and you always remember. So there is a SEO agency or SEO professional works with the site a long time. Even if you are as good, so you are a couple of years behind. Might be even longer. So you need to catch up. It will take time. So how you convince your client so that he needs to stick with you? Show that every month you progress in a number of relative keywords you rank in the site for. So RankWyz Rank Tracker will help you to identify all of the keywords, to track all the keywords for all of your blogs, and you can scalp the authority of your client side by increasing the authority of your first tier, and again the niche authority. So you have 20 sites on your dental niche. Make sure they all have at least 100 keywords ranking for in dental. If they not, so there's no value in your PBN. Anyway, that's it's getting long. Thank you for watching, and thank you for using RankWyz, SiteWyz. There's a lot to learn on how to properly use this, and RankWyz and SiteWyz is a very flexible platform. Ask me follow-up questions of what you want me to cover in the next episode, and I will gladly do. Thank you, and have a great day.